Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we've actually made ground in Athel Loren, which is so cool. We have Derthu now. We confederated with him. He was pleased about all the dwarfs that we turned into pate. So, hooray! Hooray for that. Hooray for that. Also, dwarf pate. Problem is, I don't know what to do with the little sod. Not a clue. Not a clue. Also, Azhag Forge. Stupid. That's just dumb. Why would we want that? Ugh. So, Moonstone Clearing, huh? That gives us branch rate capacity. Yeah, fine. Oh, yeah, don't need that. That can go too. Stupid elves. I'm really leaning into the whole hating elves thing, aren't I? Yeah, it's our Tree and Monsters campaign, okay? It's how we do. So, Forest of Gloom. Gloom. You remember Gloom? He was one of the Pokemon. He evolved from, I think, Bill Oddie, I think it was. Okay, so, Drycha's here. We're not at war with the dwarves anymore. We did peace out with them. But now I think we might be declaring war on Azhag, which is problematic. What is his 10 settlements? Okay, he's actually doing quite well. Oh, don't like that. Ooh, Leafcutter's Tribe. We've got 2 settlements. How about that? Good for them. I'm almost tempted just to wheel back to the Forest of Gloom and then teleport somewhere else. Genuinely tempted. Not sure yet. Not sure. So what we're going to do though, first off, which I think is a brilliant idea. This is exciting. This is really exciting stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the turn. Oh no, we're not. We actually have stuff to do. Derthu, what do you want to do, mate? Do you want to be a speaker for the lost? Would you like to be a speaker for the wild? Would you like to be a speaker for the forgotten? Ooh. You know what? This guy actually gets cheaper dryads, but I'm thinking it would be better if this lad came over here and got lower upkeep for treemen, because he's got 2 treemen in his army. So that's probably a good idea, although... You know what? Let's give Derthu speaker for the forgotten. Let's give him that, and we'll get him some treemen at some point. I don't know where she's going to go, because none of this is... Yeah, no. She can go away. I'm kind of annoyed that we can't get rid of stuff from here. We disbanded her, but she's still in this list of lords, which is usually great, but now we just have her there. I don't like that, because she's an elf. Although, new content as well. Spellweavers are new, and I think they're a great addition, but they're made out of meat, and that's silly to me. So, office slot available. We just need to fill it, or else it's going to keep doing this every turn, so we just have to put her there, and we'll replace her when we have a real candidate for that position. Okay, so, boop. Demolish a bunch of stuff, we've got a bit of extra cash. Do you mind? Lun? Mate, like, this is... This dwarf hole's just full of trees now, okay? Just go away. It doesn't seem to have made much of a impact, actually, us taking it. It's still very much a dwarf hold. It's just dwarf hold with, I guess, a cabbage patch outside or something, I don't know. It's all good. So, Forest of Gloom. Let's go to the Forest of Gloom. I can't quite reach the Forest of Gloom, but I can go near the Forest of Gloom. So that's good enough for me. Now, let's see if we can't get some... My mouse is sticking again. Bloody mouse. Grapevines. I heard it on that. Honey, yeah. Let's attack Eschen. Hello, Victor Gorst. Must be Hellman's brother. And judging from his helmet, Victor must be a brand of ketchup. I'm here all night. Okay, you, get out of here. Shoo. This is mine again. Let that be a lesson to you. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess we'll get orchards. That works. Good. Good stuff. So, what should we get for you? Oh, the different aspects are good. Do you want charge bonus? It's got to be charge bonus, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got to be charge bonus for the dryads. Although extra armor for all of them is pretty good too. Ooh, it's a tough one. Yeah, you know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going with armor. I know it's so boring, but I want our armies to differ slightly, because currently they really don't. But if we can give all of these guys extra armor, they'll be a lot more survivable. And then the what's called Murder of Spites will have more time to kill everything. So better synergy with that army. You know, with the emphasis on the murderous spites. For Candle, let's see here. So, what we're going to do, I think this would be a good idea. We're going to give him Expeditious Endeavour, right? So that way he's quicker, which means he can go away faster. Brilliant. That worked well. That worked better than I thought it would, actually. That was pretty impressive. Should we get a couple of giant wolves? I'm actually tempted to get a couple of giant wolves. I know this means getting rid of one of them, but having a couple of giant wolves I think is going to be really useful. And we've got the spiders as well, but having some more stuff that's a little bit quicker, maneuverable, they can chase things down. Also, giant wolves, for some reason, are the greatest at destroying walls. Well, gates anyway. So, I like that too. So, aspect of birch, isn't it? Yeah. Which goes against my whole thing of like, yeah, we want to let the damage over time have more of an effect, make them more survivable, blah-de-blah-de-blah, whatever. Good weapon strength is great. It's all good. I mean, that sort of sapping, get it? From the Malevolent Treeman, this, you know, murderous spites, that's going to do better against, like, big clumps of infantry, right? Cavalry cycle charging in and out, they're not going to get killed all that easily by murderous spites. It's just not really a tool for that. It's not what it's for. Okay, so we can survive 10 more turns with the income we've got currently, which is nice. And, oh my word, really, we can get this already. Oh, that's wonderful. Although that really doesn't do much. But, oh well. Deliandra. Under the perennial auburn leaves of this mighty guardian, the forest grows and grows eternally. So this will put down construction cost faction-wide, which is fine. It'll do, I suppose. Right, everything else we just need to wait for more income, really. We are getting the Great Hall build there, though. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I'm almost tempted to not do that, because that's so pricey. I kind of want to get reimbursed for this. I'll keep it going. I'll keep it going. We still got a good few turns left. And speaking of a good few turns, you know what? I think Drycha, I think we're gonna teleport her, I think. Okay, our lad here, Tala, he's still got stuff to clean up. We can go deal with Kadrin. There's stuff for him to attack around. And also, Kislev's gone, I just realised. Tala Beckland has somehow taken over Kislev, which is crazy, because I left them with nothing but Kemperbad, and they've crippled an empire. How did you do that? How did you do that? Oh well. Makes Kislev look a bit rubbish, doesn't it? Right, so yes, you, my girl, Drycha, you're going to teleport. We haven't even done this once yet. Yeah, I do. Hey. You. Phoenix. I'm coming for you, mate. Yeah. So we're going to take that out. We're going to take Black Pit as well, which again, lovely that encourages us to attack, you know, various different factions and things around the place if we want to make use of, you know, healing our trees. But yeah, we are going to go for Laurelon Forest. I don't think we will get an option to confederate with any of the elves. I think only Durthu. I think only trees. None of the elves will be able to do that. Oh, hi, Catra. Hello. Bye. Sorry. Sorry, Catra. Hero not moved. Oh my... Really? You as well? Okay, that's annoying. So they'd moved and then we confederated, so it didn't tell me that they hadn't moved, so I didn't know that I had them. No wonder I was losing a bunch of money. Oh well. So Durthu, the Forgotten. It makes sense. He's just been sat there on his own. More hawks. I just imagine. He's just sat there, just covered in birds. He just doesn't move. They're all just perched on him, just waiting for something to do. Okay, excellent. So, we do have one decision to make. Okay, yes, Colonel's the Hunter. This powerful god of the hunt sits side by side with his immortal love, Isha, at the heart of the Elven Pantheon. So, for Coeddil Unchained, right, there's the Imperial convoy here. Do I want to take this now? Or do I want to deal with this? Because I will have to fight a bunch of other missions. Like, you know, I'll have to do a bunch of other stuff once I've taken Laurelon Forest. So I think, you know what? You know what, Drycha? You're going on a journey. Okay, we're going to go destroy this convoy now. I don't want to wait any longer before getting Coeddil. Because Coeddil's really awesome. He's great. And we're way too deep into this campaign to not have Coeddil yet. But we kept getting distracted by trees. Which, I guess by their very nature, weren't going anywhere. But you know how campaigns go. You go for the closest, you know, important objective, and Coeddil hasn't been the closest, so... can blame the vampire counts for that. We were on our way to doing all that, and then he started acting up, and we had to teleport back. 'Twas rubbish. 'Twas rubbish, so... You, a dark heart, would be good. But no, piercing thorns, we'll max that out first. We'll max that out first. Good. Vuldenhof. Let's get you. Yeah, this one. Sacrificial grounds. Let's get public order better and vampiric corruption improved as well. Because it was around 50% when we left off, and now it's a bit rubbish again. Here it's a bit rubbish again. It's going to be 50-50 because of Schwarzhafen. Grr. Silly Schwarzhafen. Thinking it's all that. Oh, this is good. Yeah, let's tech up some more, I suppose. Growth for all provinces there. Up by 5. Love it. Big fan. Big fan of that. One more turn, we get another kindred, which means we can build another one of these. We can build the Trapper's Den over here. Or, I guess we could do the Craftsman tree and get growth everywhere. Which might actually be nice. Bertie Billings. Here's Bertie Billings.
Not possible.
He's the boy we need to kill. He's the kill boy. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So, research available, always. Yeah, Lilith, the maiden. When elves dreams of a great undertaking. Fine. Fine. Be like that. It is Lilith whispering to them as they sleep. Alright. Boom. Okay, what's going on here? Whether by arson or natural causes, a flash fire suddenly rages through the forest. You can stem the fire's advance, but there is no time to save everything. You must choose what you wish to preserve. Infrastructure will cripple... Oh yeah, casualty replenishment rate and recruitment cost goes down. All scorched roots, it lowers growth and income. Crippled military. I guess we're going to save our infrastructure. You know, in nothing but the forest. So, let's save the forest. Okay, so, where did you go, you little swine? Where are you, Bertie? Down here somewhere. Okay, we've got a very good line of sight, which is nice. There he is. And we can reach with 6% movement left. Hello, Bertie Billings. Nice. So this I really like as well. This is something that is just... I can't think of another example of a quest line with this sort of thing going on, because this is a specific army that has spawned, that has just been wandering about, that we have to kill. So it's like a sort of a halfway point. Here's like a quest battle, but not really. And you have to find him on the map, which I think is really cool. I think that's really nice. It makes the world feel more alive, because this thing that we are tasked with destroying exists on the map, which is great. And of course it's just a faction that no one else can be at war with, so who cares? But it just adds a lot of flavour. And yeah, I want to see more of this in quest lines. Just stuff that is reflected in a better way. Because even just seeing armies like this walking about the map when you're not even playing as that faction, I think would be really cool. You know? I think that'd be really fun. But anyway, let's fight this guy. Yeah. Alright, so, this is a cool map. What's going on here? Big hilly area. It's quite nice. So, a little uneven though. Reeks of sort of Warhammer 1. Just sort of big sweeping hills that are sort of tactically monotonous. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just shimmy to one side to then get the hill advantage or something. Like, you know, it's either you're fighting on this hill for the advantage or you're fighting on this hill for the advantage. And one side is obviously a much bigger advantage than the other. This is actually flat, even though it sort of has the impression of going uphill, because everything else is going down. It's very Warhammer 1. Anyway. So you lot go there. I'm actually going to split up our hounds. Our giant wolves. Going to split them up a little bit. And, yeah, Drycha and Gordon Treeman can hang out over there. Good. And, tell you what, you can actually... Whoops. Wrong one. You can go in group 4. Good. Alright. Excellent. Actually, you can all go for that Amber Wizard. That poor Amber Wizard. Also... these poor free company. Let's do it this way around. Boop. Surprise! It's me, Trees. Oh, good times. Oh, we found someone else. We found the, we found Bertie. We found Bertie, guys. We found Bertie. Alright, that didn't go to plan, did it? Nah, not really. Oh well, let's mess up that Amber Wizard. Nice. Alright, you go for them. Good. Got you too. This is definitely problematic, but it's okay. We're gonna kill these guys, presumably. Being a little bit bold, but... Oh, you get him. Jesus Christ, he did not last, did he? He did not last. And neither did that war wagon. You go for Bertie, I suppose. Good stuff. That's my summoned unit, so I don't have to worry too much about them. And, Don't want to hit my own troops, really. Oh, you go chase them. That's fine. You too. Good. And you lot did a great job. Again, don't really want to... Don't want to hit our own guys. We'll hit some. It's fine. Let's make sure they can't go anywhere. Oh yeah, that did quite well. Oh yeah, everything's shattered. Them, not yet, but now they've shattered. Okay, cool. You are late. Can't get the help these days. Decisive victory. Job well done. Let's kill them all. Because it's Drycha and this guy ran off with something she needed. And she's vindictive like that. So we did it. We won a battle against the following faction. I should have really, like, read the text to begin with. So let's do it now. Because I'm sure it's been a while. You guys probably don't remember exactly what was going on. So Drycha's foray into Midland has paid off. The location of the Fang of Talroth has been determined. It was held within one of the many shrines to Tal dotted across the Empire, but the men tasked with its safekeeping had gained wind of her approach and moved the relic to a safer location. The Fang of Talroth is now in transit, but wherever trees sprout from the earth, the Briarmaven of Woe has eyes and ears. So now we have the Fang of Talroth here, which makes Occam's Mind Razor cheaper, and we never bothered to get Occam's Mind Razor, but don't worry about it. But also, we can lower magic resistance now, which is filthy, considering that our entire front line has magic damage. She can now lower magic resistance, so everyone nearby will take more damage, which is disgusting. Also, we get this really cool ability, the Fang of Talroth. So it's every time you're using a spell. So it's basically like an additional. So the Hex of Winds here, it's the what do they call it? Lore attribute. That's it. So every time you cast, this triggers, which is really cool. It's map wide and it put up ability recharge rate, so we can stop other people from being able to use spells and abilities if we use spells and abilities on them. So we can do things like if we're about to have a duel with someone, you know, running up to someone, we can hit them with a enfeebling foe, and they're not going to be able to proc all of their abilities to fight back, which is amazing. So we can debuff them, and it'll prevent them from buffing themselves, which is disgusting. Now we need to raid Paravon. 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 Hello. I have brought birds. So Durthu is brilliantly positioned to help us here, which is nice. So isn't that lovely? I think so. Now, my girl, talking about my girl, Drycha. Oh, I know, I'm not a singer. I am not a singer. But I have fun. So, many in the realms of men believe this powerful dampener of magic was once created by their god of nature, Tal himself. So you know it's good. It might not be made by Tal, but for them to even think that, you know it's good, right? Either it was made by a god, or it's good enough for people to be mistaken into thinking it is. So, yeah. Alright, Essen next. Who's living there? Wolfric Posner. So, Manfred is once again escaping our grasp. Okay, good stuff. This is mine now. I own this. Thanks, Tala. Okay, what next? Skin of the Woods is actually good for this army, because that plus 10% ward save for the Treekin is very, very good. And it's a ward save, which is huge. That's all damage resistance, which is amazing. Although, arguably, you could just... 10% extra health would be better than that, I think. Oh, actually, maybe not. Because I'm thinking, if you've got more health, then you can heal through that, but then that health isn't going to be worth as much. Because you're taking more damage, right? So every time you get hit, you're losing a bigger chunk of that bonus health. So actually, the ward save is better than bonus health? Sort of? Because like, there's a limit to how much you can heal. So, if a spell heals for, you know, 1,000, you're going to get... It's going to be a bigger percentage of your max health that you're going to get back. So that 1,000 will withstand more hits than if you didn't have the ward save. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's similar, just you take 10%... You can take 10% more damage. It's kind of how that works. But, I guess it's not quite that simple. But, still, it's pretty good. So you take 10% less damage when you get hit by things. And because it's a ward save, it can't be ignored by, like, magic damage or anything. So, it doesn't matter what source the damage is, you can avoid it, which is lovely. Speaking of avoiding things, Trapper's Den sounds nice. Although, actually, so does the Craftsman's Tree. Do I want to get growth for everywhere or just here? I think just here. I'm going to be selfish for now. We'll do the other one in a second. But we are starting to earn some cash now, which is really good. It's actually very good that we're starting to earn some cash. That's great. Big fan. Also, do we have the thing equipped? Is it a sword? Hey, what is it? It's the Sword of Talroth, right? No. Fang of Talroth. Okay, so 17% ward save or this thing. I think we've got to go with this thing, even though 17% ward save is disgustingly powerful. That is ludicrously great. This is more fun. This is a lot more fun. Like, lowering magic resistance to the enemies. This fits our just kill things as quickly as possible approach that we have for Drycha. However, for Tala Bitterbark, who is more focused on... Actually, that's pretty good damage resistance there too. Go with the ward save. But yeah, that's pretty great too. Also, fire resist. Hell yeah. Dragon Helm time. Love it. Potion of Foolhardiness. Rubbish. We'll have a shoot fire at people. How crazy is that? Also, we can give someone terror. Sounds like a giggle. And do we need public order bonuses? Why the heck not? We certainly don't need the extra war dancer damage, but having some random, like... I was going to say flesh girl, you know, some flesh bag girl, war dancer dancing for us. That sounds like something that elves might be good for, right? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, they're no tree. You ever seen a tree dance? No. That's why we need to rely on elves for some things. As long as they know their place. So, what am I doing now? I think we're kind of done this turn. So we've done all that. We're going to go to this place, to Lorelorn Forest, and knacker that tree up. Going to kill a lot of elves, take the forest back for the forest folk, or the forest fae, I suppose. It's going to be good. And yeah, Durthu can raid here. That'll trigger the quest battle, which we can actually have Drycha teleport to, which is good. But you know, quest battle teleport, not travel from tree to tree teleport. Not that sort of teleport. Easier sort of teleport. Upkeep for local armies. Down. That actually sounds bloody useful. But we do have all the economic buildings, so we could upgrade them more, but no, let's do that. Let's do this one for hang on. Where was it? Wait, which one was it? Oh yeah, this one. Let's do that. Arbiter's Perch, and that'll give us better upkeep. So it means when Durthu goes back there, he won't cost as much. So we can continue to collect hawks. Because you know how much I love collecting hawks. So, moving on. Oh, hey, look. It's Manny. He's attacking us. What are you doing? You lunatic vampire. Oh my, it's because he's got no territory left. I didn't realise that was his last territory. So yeah, he has nothing. He's got nothing left. Well, we have to fight this, don't we? We have to fight this. This is Tala's first fight against anything that isn't just a garrison. So, oh, actually, we did take a whole castle that we auto-resolved, didn't we? Probably could have fought that. You know what? We've dealt with Manny so many times. We've fought him off twice with just a garrison, so let's just deal with it. I'm gonna release him, and we'll chase him down and kill him. Okay, we're doing it for sport. We're teaching our wolves how to punt, which, you know, I think that's fair, right? Alright, so that's rather novel. So we just made peace. We just ended up out of a war, thanks to the dwarfs, because we already peaced out with these dwarfs, who are almost certainly going to try and kill us again at some point. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. But anyway, these guys we are technically not at war with anymore, and Kadrin, who we were at war with, just got confederated up by them. So that's one less faction for us to have to care about. So that's good. And now we're going to defeat... oh, no, Manny died, so it's now Salvatorman. John Salvatorman. This might be nice, actually. Terror for the Hounds. That could be exciting, because these are going to be the ones that aren't going to be in the front line, right? So all the Dryads are going to be in the front line with all the trees that already cause terror. So for the Hounds, it might be nice to help sort of terrify things like Pistoliers and stuff, stop them from being able to shoot at us, which sounds rather fun to me, I think. So, Salvatore Geldrick, dead, and we're going to abduct him, because he seems interesting. Terrifying Mask of E, Kislev got destroyed, Creeping Death got destroyed, Sylvania got destroyed, everything got destroyed. Except Talabeclan, that seems to be lost, but, you know, it's fine, I guess. In fact, they don't hate us half as much as I thought they would, considering that we basically wiped out their whole being, except maybe they think that it's some kind of penance. Maybe Tal was unhappy. You know, I mean, Tal is the god of nature, right? Maybe, yeah, maybe they didn't worship hard enough, so Tal took back his kingdom. So maybe they can't hold a grudge because of that. You know, you never know. I mean, you do. It's probably not that, but in my own head canon. Because, you know, in actual Warhammer canon, they didn't take over Kislev, so, you know, it's all good. So, you're bold. I'm pleased. That's good. You be bold. Call the Woods would be nice, extra melee attack, but we're trying to be very, very sturdy. That's what we're trying to do. You know, we're trying to be very sturdy, although these bonuses would be great for extra speed and such. So maybe I'll do that. Ancient Bark would be good too. And so would any magic. That would also be nice. As a lot would be good, in fact. Tala's still quite low level, bless her. Aww. So, should we go Ancient Bark or... Let's go Dark Heart. Let's go Dark Heart. I like these random wildlife creatures to be effective, and we do have a couple of hawks, so tell you what, let's get rid of those Dryads. I know the Dryads aren't, you know, they're pretty good, they're not something we should just throw away like that, but the hawks are just so useful. I think if we can get any more, though, we'll probably get rid of the spiders. Spiders are alright, they got armor piercing, which is actually really good, but they're not as quick as the giant wolves, and they're not as killy as anything else we have, so they fit a role that we don't really need. We have things like, we have extremes either side of it that can get the job done. So, you know, they're really cool though. I think they're really fun. Nice addition. Right, what next? Dunno. Do you want to go over here and teleport somewhere? I think that's probably going to be the case. So we're going to have Tala Bitterbark head over there. Forest of... Going to the Forest of Gloom might be useful. Have her come down here and take this stuff out. It looks like Skaven might have taken Akendorf. Otherwise, it's just ruins that we can just have, which is also great. It's going to take 6 turns to teleport, and actually, if we're going to teleport, I'd rather go to, like, Lustria or something, you know? So actually, as annoying as it is, Tala, head all the way over here, please. That's right, we're going to have her run all the way down. So it'll take just about as long, but we wouldn't have wasted a, you know, a Deep Roots charge. So it means we can use it on, like, Drycha over here, or, you know, Dirthu from over here. It gives us more options. Speaking of Dirthu over here, let's raid. Let's raid. Put on your raiding shoes and dance the blues. Okay. Drycha, you keep going. Yeah, I might as well double time it. This might be the difference between attacking this next turn or the turn after. Although next turn, she's almost certainly going to be teleporting across the map so she can deal with a quest battle, which I'm very much looking forward to. So, Waterfall Palace. Nothing to build there. Nothing to see here. Yeah, you stay there. Perfect. Good stuff. So it might upset Paraval, but I'm sure it's fine. Because Paraval doesn't seem that fussed about us. I guess they're busy doing other things. They just sort of expect... Maybe they didn't even notice we're raiding the place. When I was going past, I just thought Durthu was a tree with a sword. Just a normal tree with a sword, you know? Nothing weird. So anyway, quest successful. We did do that thing. The reward is that Drycha and her followers will gain magic resistance. Really? Really? That's a thing? Do you want to tell me in more detail about what that is? That's what this is, I guess. Stolen power? Is that it? Maybe. From the cracked font of Paravent's cathedral, a great prize trickles, water blessed by the so-called Lady of the Lake. Drycha, whose memory extends to a long time before Bretonnians walked these lands, knows of the lady's power, and her connection to Athel Loren. With these waters, she can imbue her creaking, hateful host with such puissant magical protection that even the ancient wards of the Wildwood will be unable to hold them back. So we are literally using the we are drinking of the waters of life from the you know, the fountain of the Holy Grail in order to steal a bunch of magic resistance so we can waltz in, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It is an elven god supposedly, but I think that's sad. I don't like the end times, like, you know, reason for it. Yeah, because like it's still a god they're worshipping. If it's the lady, if the lady is just an elven god, who cares? It's still a god they're worshipping. What difference does it make? So anyway, looted Bretonnian relics have imbued Drycha and her followers magical protection. So good. 10% physical resist and 10% ward save for Drycha. Wow. Okay, so just the 10% additional physical resist for all of her dryads and everything is huge, but then 10% ward save for her? That's scary. And now we can go get Coeddil, hopefully. So that's good, isn't it? Win the following battle. With Drycha's army, Coeddil Unchained, we're going to the Wildwood, which is geographically correct. That's the Wildwood down there. So that's fun. So Coeddil stirs in the Wildwood, as he has for so many centuries. Communing with him, Drycha informs the Elder that the time of his liberation is finally at hand. The two spirits share a deep-rooted distrust for the Azhag. Deep-rooted, get it? Because they're trees. Ah, great. So, distrust for the Azhag, who are undoubtedly already aware that she is approaching. Drycha fears not the potential reprisals that may occur, for her actions up to this point have already been fraught with danger. Coeddil will have his freedom. Drycha needs only to use the items she has acquired to topple two of the waystones that form a fence around his forest prison, thus freeing the great ancient once and for all. Hell yeah. Also, yeah, don't care. And Brayherd's come. Well, that's never good. Oh, well, we'll have to probably deal with them in a minute. But first, we have Drycha, and we have a quest battle, which I suddenly can't do. There we go. Done. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love this quest battle. I've done this once before, and it's a joy. So let's do it. So, as you can see, there's a lot of very scary units here. Like, a lot. I love how Drycha just screams for no reason. Just fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, Way Watchers, a bunch of Zotes, ludicrous numbers of Wildwood Rangers, just insane amounts of them. But of course, they're elite units, sure, but they have very low armor, and Dryads are very good at killing low armored units. In fact, right now, we have the extra armor piercing damage, which I don't want. I actually don't want that, so I'm going to retreat. I didn't have to pay for that, did I? Might have done. I'm going to have to pay more. How much are you all going to cost? Oh, how much are you all going to cost me to change? Aspect of the Willow, it's going to be 1,300. I think that's okay. So bonus versus infantry and extra melee defense is nice too. So let's do that. And, yeah. Good. Now, can I still teleport, or did I spend too much money? I might have spent too much money. No, I'm good. I'm good. And we'll get 5 grand for doing this, so we'll get our losses back. And actually, I'm better on this for when I'm fighting the elves up there anyway, so this is sort of perfect that I spotted that and changed it. So, yeah. So, as you can see, there's a load of Wildwood Rangers, but they don't have very much armor, so blah-de-blah-de-blah. I've been through this already. So yeah, this battle's really fun, so let's get to it. Alright guys, wish me luck.
Dandy, twart fireglass. Usra desetum, credula crassus finit. Bolenum sivlas nagevemus rei, terum gentus sucas. Sumus vibus sivla grasjad, tulalis.
Alright, so what are you doing over there? Did you just spawn in for like no reason? Alright. And you. That's strange. Alright, sure. What a weird deployment, that's fine. You do you. Okay, cool. So everyone get over there. So, what is lovely is these hawks are ludicrously powerful. You guys can head back, though. I don't know what you... What damaged you? I'm not even sure. Anyway, go for those Eternal Guard. What is great is our flyers are great at dealing with these waystones. They can just hop in, crush the waystones, and head back. So the plan is we destroy these waystones here, and this gives us reinforcements. These two on the left and right, and then we destroy these two at the end, and that will free Coeddil from this big old tree prison. So really cool, and units will just keep coming out of the trees and be all spooky scary. It's gonna be great. So you guys should be getting through those Eternal Guard rather nicely. Oh, some Deepwood Scouts back there. Okay, so you charge in and see what you can do about it. Okay, the Waystone is getting damaged, but can you guys maybe deal with the Wildwood Rangers instead? That'd be nice. So yeah, we're getting through them. We're getting through them. It's taking some time, though. Let's slow them down. Okay, they got shattered almost immediately. You go deal with Rollin over there. And how's that looking? 15%? And, oh no, a bunch of Wildwood Rangers here. Well, that won't do one bit. Should probably get out of there. Our Hawks are looking a bit injured. Come on, guys. Up you get. Charge at the back of these guys. Oh, you don't have to. They all shattered. That's nice. What's nice is they go from sort of 0 to shattered very quickly, which I really like. And it's just like, yep, get rid of them, bosh, move on. You know, it's refreshing, honestly. It's refreshing. So, I guess I'll just whittle them down with Melkots, you know? So there's still plenty of stuff to fight back here. And, alright, how are you lot doing? Do you want to maybe just jump into these guys and we can just press on? Sounds good. More Dryads. Gonna run this way. How are we looking? Not great yet. Not great. Almost there, though. Good. Alright, Drycha can keep moving in. This lot can, I guess, move over here too. Okay, excellent. So, little trouble with, You know what? Yeah, let's stay on here. Okay, we got one. We got one. Our treeman wrecked that thing really easily. So there was a fun error that I found. There was a fun bug that I found the first time I played this. I destroyed one of the waystones, and while this cutscene was playing, the other waystone got destroyed, and it wouldn't trigger the other cutscene. That's been fixed now, though. So, you're welcome for me finding that, but it meant that I only got one lot of the reinforcements trigger. So I had to do without like a big army like this extra, which is very sad. So yeah, real shame that. But I mean, it worked out fine. It really didn't make any difference, but still. So you lot head over here. We'll leave this to the flyers. Excellent. And yeah, you guys start tearing through them. And this is where more reinforcements are coming, I believe. Yep, here they come. Wildwood Rangers, defenders of the Wildwood. Jerks, I call them. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Fine. Interesting approach. How are things looking? 70%. Excellent. Let's get over here to that Waystalker. And one of you hounds can charge the Wildwood Rangers in the back, because we're about to get reinforcements here. Excellent. How cool is this? Just all of the... essentially all of the corrupted tree spirits of the forest coming in for vengeance that is incredibly ill thought out. You know? It's madness, is what it is. Because what's really fun is that people just think, oh, the elves aren't corrupted. All of the elven races are completely corrupt. It's not just the dark elves, right? All of the elves have been corrupted by chaos. It's just they don't get, like, they don't mutate like humans will when they're corrupted, but their psyche has been completely messed with. They're all just horrific in their own way now. So, like, the Wood Elves are insane, like, isolationists, just terrified of ever letting anyone in or helping anyone. They just want to hide, which is exactly what Chaos wants. They want chaos. Like, Chaos wants inaction from those that would stop them, right? And even with the Wildwood, they're just basically putting things that are dangerous away, you know? They're just like, oh, yep, a lot of these forest spirits and things are dangerous, so we're just going to lock them up in the Wildwood, okay? Don't worry about fixing it. We'll just put them there. All right, they're fine there. Let's not worry about it. So it's that inaction, you know? And then the forest spirits themselves, like, they're all full of vengeance against what should be their allies, you know? So what little the Wood Elves bothered to do when, you know, Morga corrupted a bunch of the wood, well, they do just lock it away, pretend like it's all fine. It's not going to bite them in the arse later. And that's just not what the tree spirits were happy about. But is that the fault of the tree spirits being corrupt as well? Probably. Probably. They don't see reason anymore. I mean, Coeddil doesn't. That's why he's locked up here. So the idea that others are sort of suffering from the same thing, I just like it. There's stuff that could be derived, I think, from this this sort of campaign. You know, it really is just like those sort of all of those little stories of, like, how has chaos affected the various creatures and beings of the forests. You know, it's very much an exploration of that. How that has turned into just, like, insane vengeance. Because it's so easy to just say, oh no, the elves have wronged us. So have they, though? Have they really? Oh, we destroyed one already. Oh yeah, of course, because these, for some reason, the hounds are just the best thing at destroying buildings. For some reason. For some odd reason. So yeah, I guess they can just do that as well. Cool. And have you seriously not killed those wild riders yet? Madness. Alright, that'll do. And wow, yeah, okay, that's gone. We got Coeddil, guys. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Also, if anyone was wondering, the High Elves have also been horribly corrupted. They are also insanely corrupted. The fact that they just sort of see themselves as, like, the only people who could ever save the day, they're just as bad as the Wood Elves in terms of, like, inaction. Like, there's such xenophobia from the High Elves. They just don't want to contribute, basically. They're just not interested. They're just like, no, we will deal with everything. Which is stupid. It's just dumb. No, it's through cooperation that you destroy chaos. That's why it's sort of down to the world of men. You know, they might be easy to corrupt, but they're surprisingly resilient, you know? They're surprisingly resilient. And that's really the message in, like, all fiction. Men are always the middle ground, you know? They're always the ones that will eventually come to reason. You know, as a whole, if not, you know, certain nations. As a whole, men are the ones who'll see reason. I wonder why that's the case. Maybe it's because writers want to be optimistic, huh? Maybe that's the case. So... Alright, hard to tell what's going on. Oh, more enemies are coming over there. So yeah, Coeddil's pretty cool. He's a big old tree boy. He's a big old tree boy, and he's got Muster of Malevolence, which does damage to combatants. And oh god, a bunch of blade singers and things turning up over there as well. Spooky. Lucky, I have a bunch of help. And there's Coeddil, who is a tree this time. I'm pretty sure he was an elf, but nope, tree now. He's a tree. So, okay. Now, I can finally use the spells. I've not really been using any. But, well, now I am. Cool. And I'm going to hit him with that as well. It's mostly single models that we have in there, so I'm just sort of happy to do what we can against the enemy, really. How are things looking over here? Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, you want to hit those Wildwood Rangers with Muster of Malevolence? So it does damage, just completely saps them with their vigor. It's pretty good. This is a mess. It's an absolute mess. Oh, Drycha, you can deal with these, right? Let's hit him with the Melkoths. That'll teach him. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, this is just pure anarchy. Which does make me wonder how we're gonna... exactly how we're gonna deal with the Lorelorn elves. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I think we've lost quite a lot of stuff here. Alright, how are we doing? Alright, there's still something over here. So yeah, let's go get this guy. Let's go get this Glade Captain. And the Spell Weaver. Both of which new units, which is kind of cool. Oh, okay, they're all still over here being a pain. Alright, fine. Go get this Wild Rise. We've got some Treekin, adding some mass over here. I can sap their leadership as well. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, I think Drycha's fine. In fact, we can just use a Potion of Toughness because we can. That's right, we can use it because we can. But yeah, I absolutely love this campaign, I must say. I think it's really nice to explore this facet of the Wood Elves. To me, it feels like, although there's like very divergent gameplay, it's a very unique gameplay compared to the other Wood Elves. To me, it feels great that they've sort of filled the narrative space rather than just the gameplay space. Because there is definitely a difference. But they've definitely filled the narrative space of Drycha. Which, yeah, I'm thrilled by. Genuinely thrilled by. So we crushed him yet? I think we might have done. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. Good job. So yeah, Coeddil is a legendary hero that is now part of our army. As you can see, he looks awesome. So, yeah, we're gonna have this guy in our army in a second. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll be leveling him up and getting a bunch of unique abilities. He's a cool dude. So, Pyrrhic victory. Job well done. So we did sadly lose one of our hawks. They did do 7,300 damage though, which is pretty tasty. How did Drycha do? 13,000 damage. That's quite good. How about our treatment? Did he ever catch up to anything? Almost 5,000 damage. Yeah, our units did well. It was all a bit of a mess though. Everyone was spread out all over the place. But yeah, we did it. We freed Coeddil. We freed him. We freed him. He's in here somewhere. There he is. There he is. How did you do? 5,400 damage already. That was quite quick to have done that much damage. So that's good. What I am going to do... God, we do have Slaughter. That's fun. When did we get that? That's bizarre. When have we had the option for Slaughter? That seems really strange to me. Huh. Oh, because it's specifically against the Azhag. Wow, that's really cool. That I hadn't noticed. But yeah, we actually, if we are fighting the Azhag, we get a slightly different option where we get lower upkeep and better charge bonus. That's really cool. That is really fun. But we need to abduct the captives because I actually really need replenishment rate if we're going to go attack. That other chump. So yeah, we are missing a unit now because we lost a hawk. So Coeddil can fit here, but okay, never mind. I'll just sit here and replenish for a second, which is a pity. But yeah, that's what we got to do. Ancient Bark sounds nice. So Coeddil, level 1 out of lots. So, as you can see, he does have an awesome mix of dark magic, because, you know, he's been corrupted, and, not wild. Technically different one. Beasts, that's the one. Silly me. So, yeah, nice mixture of beasts and dark, which is very, very cool. So he has Wild Heart and Spiteful Conjuration, which is really nice. Because, yeah, having this guy cast spells and it lower armor of the enemy is pretty great when you've got the sort of army that we do. There's also a bunch of other stuff. You can get Howl of the Forest, which is the better version of this sort of skill. There's two skills, if you remember, for most characters, where they have one that's like a +6 melee attack, and then there's a upgraded one, which is +9. He just gets the upgraded one straight away, which is really cool. And then also this one, -16 leadership, if you use Blight of Terrors, which is really nice. And also Exile's Return, which lowers a bunch of stats with Annoyance of Netlings. Lowers a bunch of stats for the enemies when they're nearby constantly as well. Also, yeah, these all give you a bunch of cool other stuff. So this one actually adds extra armor for Dryad Shrieking and Treatment for the hero's army, which is really good. Really good. Oh, and that gives the ability to Dryads. My bad, if they're rank 7 or above, it doesn't give it to him, it gives it to all the Dryads, so all the Dryads are going to be lowering melee attack. Well, not all the Dryads, but presumably all the Dryads, because we have a lot of pretty high-ranking Dryads, so certainly enough to make sure that everything is debuffed nearby, so very cool. I would love more Hawks, but I can't. Actually, I can. Let's get rid of the Feral Manticore. The Manticore can't Vanguard, so he's not really been doing very well. So let's stock up on Hawks. Gotta make sure we got Hawks on the shelf. Okay, and then Durthu, my lad. You can head back to Waterfall Palace, I guess. And await further orders. And Tala Bitterbark, we're going to have her head down to Carrick Dromar and hop over to Forest of Gloom, where we're going to fight orcs. Potentially indefinitely, because you know what orcs are like. But, yeah, so that should be fun. So Tala can deal with them. Yeah, this is probably the best route, isn't it? Bonus versus infantry, until they start getting black orcs, which they might. They might start doing that. We'll see. So, guys, I'm going to leave it here because this episode's already gone on way too long, but I wanted to get the quest battle in here. And then, you know, talk about Coeddil and whatnot. So, yeah, a bit of a long one, but I hope you appreciate it. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.